Okay, real quick, I wanted to show you our Telesis Beta Bond Plus adhesive. We've been testing this for hair extensions and making wefts, and because it works so wonderful, we had to show you a little tutorial on how to use it, and we just want to start selling it as our hair extension glue. This is a white glue that dries clear, and I'm going to show you that in this tutorial. It's water resistant, non-hazardous. We're trying to come up with new ways for people to be able to feel more at ease using any kind of adhesives with their hair extension installs. Also, with this new kit that we have, we use Super Solv, which is skin safe, non-toxic to breathe. Always using warm water when you're doing takedowns helps that quickly remove any of this adhesive. Also, with our new kit, we have our new extreme hold wefting. This is stronger than our wefting tape, but it is medical grade and it is all-purpose, again, multi-purpose hair wefting. So for those who truly want to have a skin-safe kit, this is it. We also have extreme hold single side, and so if you're using these and you have your whole kit together, this is a great option for skin-safe, easy-to-breathe hair extension kit. And or you can buy these separately. We always say, here's our patch test recommendations. We send these out with each and every order. So we always say, please do a patch test if you have any concerns. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to show you how to use this. This isn't as same as liquid gold glue. So I'm going to use this. I've made many wefts. I probably have about this much left. This is also 2 ounces versus the 1 ounce of liquid gold glue for the same price, okay? So you always want to have something with you. I use Windex and always give it so your fingers are always clear of any adhesive. It makes it really easy to work with hair when you have a cleaner, space and hands. We also use this marble rolling pin, because if you don't want something flat, you really want to roll it out and you've made it a little thicker than you want. You want to make sure that your adhesive and all the hair that you're using definitely is pushed down and squished together when you're done, and let it dry 24 hours. Okay, how to make a closed weft. Once you're done with your weft, you want to go back and let it sit 24 hours. If you're going to cut it down because you want it to be less than a 1/2 inch, and you want to make sure that no water gets into the top for any reason, you can go ahead, peel your backing off, and keep your backing, of course. Take your 5/16 extreme hold, so you can take, this is thinner than our wefting. So you're going to take that and have it pre-cut. You're going to go ahead and add it right at the top of that weft, okay, right at the top. And I'm going to cover this exactly. So you're going to lay that there. Press a little bit on the bottom again. Turn it over. Pull your backing off again. And again, lay your backing right at the bottom, or just as far as you can see the top here. You want to, because you're going to fold that over. This is closing a weft. So once you've made your weft and you want to close it, you're going to fold over without getting your fingers on the tape. That's how you do a closed weft. So when you're done, your weft is now closed, and you can do your install, peel off the backing as normal, okay? That's how you close it off from the top. With this weft, because this is a virgin hair, came from this gal who had so much hair, and I'm so happy I was able to purchase her hair. She cut it off, and I don't want to cut the bottom. That's natural growth, and I don't want to cut the bottom length, but I'm going to cut this off because the hair I'm going to be using with it is shorter. So I'm going to cut from the top, and this is just like you would be doing any other weft. So again, you want to shake up your glue. If you're using liquid gold glue, you don't need to do that. But this Telesis Beta Bond Plus is my new favorite. Dries clear everything. You want to open it up and make sure you don't pour, because depending on where you're at, this could be very cold and it could pour out. So make sure it's coming out slowly. And I just run this across
and get a good amount on there. So you want to use your blow dryer and heat this up just a little bit to get it tacky, and it'll also dry quicker. You can do this about for 20 seconds, I would say. And it really does help get it to turn clear quicker. And I'm going to cut this hair because it's going to be my low lights. Like I said, I'm going to cut this from the top right off. It's a beautiful weft, but I decided I'm going to use it as my low lights and all the way across, holding it together so we don't lose any of this beautiful hair. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to take this now and run this across, making sure that it's all nice and sticky inside there. And I'm going to take this little tool that I've got at Home Depot, and I'm running it. You don't have to have anything fancy, you just want to keep it all the way up. Of course, using any kind of Windex for keeping your hands clean, or hot water and Windex works great. So I'm going to run this across, tap it in. Depending on where you are, and if it's hot, this stuff will then cure a little faster. So you know, just depending on your weather. But I'm going to go and just tack it down so I know that it's all there where I want to put it. Okay, beautiful. And again, I'm going to put some more adhesive. And I'm not running a bead like you do with the liquid gold glue. This is definitely milkier type adhesive. It's awesome. I love it because it doesn't become thick, making your weft thicker. So, okay, so again, I'm going to do that. Press in. Looks white now. It will dry clear. It's beautiful. A little bit of adhesive on my fingers. Okay, so that's done. That's going to be my low lights. So I'm going to do that, let it sit. Again, warm it up just a little bit, get it tacky. Not doing it long. I'm going to use this blonde, beautiful blonde hair. And it's beautiful and soft, so I don't mind mixing it. The stuff I've been wearing that I bought is the best blonde hair I've ever had in about 13 years. Okay, now that we have this spread all the way across. Okay, so now I have some of the blonde spread across. I'm going to go ahead and add some more glue all the way across again. And I like to dab it just knowing that I'm getting it saturated right in a line. Seeing where my tape is here at the end. That way I'm going slow and I know I'm getting it in the tape. Always going up, because you can always cut off the top. But it will dry clear, just so you know. I really love that. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. Little places that I missed. And I feel that it needs just a little bit more. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way across. All right. This is going to be really pretty. Okay, pulling that all the way across, kind of pressing it in so it stays right where I need it to be. Okay, and again, I'm going to add a little bit here where I see more of the lowlights. Trying to go a little thicker here. Okay. There. Again, I'm going to go just kind of pressing and pushing and dabbing all the way across. Not running a line because I feel like I get more control doing it this way and getting it in where I need it to be and not having an over amount of adhesive. Okay. I'd rather go slow than be in a hurry, especially with this hair, as it is very expensive hair. Again, pushing into your weft and up. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, and after you're done with that, go ahead again. Hit some little heat, give it some heat. All the way across. Okay, then you want to get your extreme hold to close your weft, pressing up as best you can, even though if it comes down here, this does dry clear, so you don't have to worry about it. Go ahead, press it with something heavier. I use this because it's very heavy because it's made of marble. And once you're done, wait 24 hours, go back. This is the beautiful weft that I made. I wanted to show you that it's dried 24 hours. And as you can see, hope we can see really well, it is clear, dried clear, beautiful. And what I'm going to do, just to show you how this side is also clear. And I made this weft because I'm going to be doing mini layering one on top of the other for my install. So again, this is another one that I made that's dried beautifully and it is nice and clear. No white glue as when you see it. Okay, so I have this one on my bottom because it's going to be low lights. Then I'm going to have this one on top, and then I made another one on that is actually going to be all three. So I'm hoping you can see this. We have many layers of hair and my length. Okay, so I closed this one, so it's going to be right on the top. And this is my second one, and again, the bottom with the low lights. This weft, because I want it to be not a ½ inch, so I'm just going to cut a little off this, right off the top. And I'm doing it without the backing on it, just so you can see. I'm only taking off a small amount. And that's all the length that it'll take off, so I'm not real worried about it. Okay, so that's done. Just wanted to show you it's nice and clear. Can pull on it. And it is sticky, kind of like rubber. Okay, so now that's done. I'm going to go back, unpeel it. You see now it's probably, I would say that's a 3/8 in size and not a 5/16. This is a 5/16. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cover this again. Since I peeled it from the middle, it actually peeled up. I'm going to do it again. Cover this up. Just the top. Take my 5/16 because this is the thinner tape, meaning that it's only one tape, not two tapes in one like this one. On your wefting, you need a stronger tape. You cannot use a ½ inch extreme hold. That's really important. People keep thinking they can. It's just not strong enough, and you don't want to take really expensive hair and make a weft that's not strong enough. So I hope everybody understands that. So extreme hold, 2 tapes put together, and this is 1 tape. So that's what extreme hold wefting is. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to close this weft,
Okay, so I'm going to take my 5/16. I didn't pre-cut, so this is what I'm going to do. Turn it over. Again, pull up the backing. Put it a little lower, just to keep my hands off the tape. You don't want your oils of your own fingers on that tape. Okay, going to bend it over, go back, and I'm just doing that so I can really push that one down and in and over. So you really make sure you get it on both sides evenly, the best you can. And that really does help keep any kind of water or anything else, conditioners, anything going into that top of that tape. All right, that is now the closed weft, and that is my lowlights. Love this hair. This is beautiful hair. And at the end here, you'll see the gal that I bought this beautiful hair from. It's just gorgeous. And I was really, I feel blessed to get this hair. Okay, so that is going to be my lowlights, highlights, and here's my layered shorter for the top, because my hair comes to about right here when I put my weft on. So then I have the layered, and then I have this as layers, or actually this one. So it'll be top, second, because I'm more blonde, and third. So I have a lot of hair that I'll be installing. Of course, when you are done, you remember you can cut these to whatever sizes you need. So now I'm going to take this one and do the very same. I'm going to cut it down just a little. I don't need it to be exactly a 1/2 inch. I don't mind losing some length. So I'm going to go back, cut this top right off. And if, you know, the best thing to do, if you see any gaps or openings, just, I call it the accordion. See any gaps, anything that may look like glue didn't go in, right there. You can now either take your glue and just dab it in there a little bit, just so you know for your own sake that it's closed, okay? And or you can take, if you're afraid to use this, you can always use one of our little syringe things, the mono jets, put a little in there, and that goes right in the top, right where you, just a teeny bit. And this is reusable because this can be washed out if you wash it out right away. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to close that weft, and then we'll be done, and we'll have a beautiful install. So I'm going to go back, open it up just a little bit, and actually this thing's kind of cool. There's a little teeny weeny hole, and with that I'm just going to add a drop right in that. There we go. That's all I need. And then you can still cover that because you have plenty of time to dry, and it's going to be covered with my 5/16. Now I have a closed weft. Now I have all 3 closed wefts that I can use for my install. It's beautiful.